Welcome, everybody. We're back. We're live. The 2 Alpha Talk. Tonight, we're going to talk to you about go bags and bug out bags. Even if you don't like the subject, talk to you later. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Man, this hat is hot as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And god damn.
See that?
And this hat is hot. All right, let's thank our sponsors first before we get into this, and we'll start talking some other stuff. Man. All right. First thing to do, thank our sponsors. Type in SabreToonTactical.com. Look at all the little icons down the bottom. Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, the 2 Alpha Talk. That last one, Reddit, but it's not Reddit. It takes you straight to the Rumble page. Then click right on the top and go to classes. And for there, my man Al.
One-on-one. And that's our mainstay, our bailiwick. That's the one that keeps us rolling. Had a real great session last week. Actually had two, but one was a little bit better than the other. And you go on our Instagram page, on my page, DaddyO1521, and take a look at that. Young lady did an outstanding job. But what we do is we make an assessment. If you've never shot a gun before, we'll get you up. We'll work with you. If you have shot a gun before, work through our assessment, see your handling skills, see your marksmanship, and then we start moving from there. We also will leave you with a progression manipulations on your own, so that you will continue to grow in your skill development. Yeah. That 1080 is really kicking in.
Yeah, isn't it? It crashed real quick, didn't it? Hey, Reggie, what's up, my man? All right, guys.
Dogs.
Yeah. Who's the dogs? I don't know.
No, Reggie said go dogs.
So tonight we're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on Twitch, and we're also on a new platform called DLive TV. And this is our first time on DLive TV, and it's actually looking pretty good. We're also broadcasting out in 1080 resolution tonight, so it looks a little clearer, and hopefully things should be running pretty good. But we just had a hiccup just a few minutes ago, so we recovered pretty fast. And but I'm gonna tell you, all you guys, like, if you're on one of those profiles, please like that profile. And oh, okay, yeah, and please like one of those profiles. And let's finish up the the sponsor page. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just had to put that in. I'm gonna hit it again though.
Yeah. So we also have classes coming up. At any of these classes, when you have groups, you can set up your group. We have group rates as well, and you set up the group 5 or more, and we'll bring any of these courses to you, or you can come to us. We travel. We do consultations for churches, groups of people gathered, businesses, you name it. We can help harden your location.
I lost that page, Al, so I can't scan it for some reason. I got a lot going on here in the background, guys, trying to produce this show. So yeah, we'll have to bring it down, bring it back up. And
there you go.
Yeah, I lost the page. I wanted to finish talking about the page. And the page is gone. Boom. Yeah, that's what happened. The hiccup that we just had shut down the page. That's what the hiccups was for some unknown reason. So, like I said, Al was talking about the classes, the private classes, that's one-on-one, churches, offices, or family members. We teach how to fight from home.
Yep,
work.
I have a group scheduled. All family members. The father wanted everybody to be together at the same time so they can learn underneath the same thing, which is a great idea. Everybody understanding the same terminology and using the same, understanding all the firearms that they're going to have.
Hmm. And where is that page, dude? I keep losing it.
It's up.
It's
I don't know
up.
if you can see it. Yeah, it's up.
I can't see it on my end for
I
some
see
reason.
it. It's at the top.
Yeah, I know it's at the top, but you don't understand.
No, I do understand it. I'm saying it's
Yeah.
at the top.
When I get off the page, I can't see the page. So for some reason or another, it takes us down. And but what I want to do is I want to talk about, we got some classes coming up August, and August we got some classes coming up. August 12th, Stop the Bleed medical class, concealed carry class, and July rifle PCC class coming up July 22nd. That's a class that'll get you ready for anything you want to live for. And Stop the Bleed medical rifle battle class, it's a little similar to the pistol class, but you're going to be wearing tack gear. And if you have some, just in case the balloon goes up,
Mm-hmm.
you got to put all that high speed gear on. You want to train and see if it works. Last
Gotta
class,
do it beforehand.
yeah, yeah, because the classes won't be going on when it happens. Uh, so the last class,
No dress rehearsals.
yeah, rifle tactical gear class in November 18th. It's at the end of the year, so it gives you plenty of time to get yourself prepared and get ready for that class. It's an intermediate to advanced class. You must go through an assessment before you come out to that class, and it's not a beginner class at all. So this class was developed and taught in the United States Army when I was in the Army, and it was used in practical exercise. So it's a real class. I only teach about 25% of it to the civilian population, but it's a lot more in detail. And I never teach you the other half.
And
So
that 25% will wear you out. We
right.
had the last class we had, everybody was
Exhausted. Yeah, your legs, your arms, your whole body gonna hurt for like a week. And we're not even doing a lot.
Yeah, but it's a lot of mental too.
Yeah. So just imagine if the real class. So last part, laser engraving. I do all types of laser engraving, from plaques, dog tags, magazines, novelty items. What the hell is this? Glass, leather products. And you got any questions, shoot me all this other good stuff here. And we'll go from there. Let's see. Also, the second half of the show. Hey, WK, how you doing? The second half of the show, you guys notice I haven't got Al his patch yet. This is the 2 Alpha Talk patch. And guess what? I got a whole bag of these babies. And they got Velcro backs on them, so you can stick them on hats, jackets, bags. And they're excellent patches. They're leather. And but we're gonna give them away to first, what do you say, 2 callers, 3 callers, 3 callers.
Whoever calls.
Yeah, whoever calls tonight will get a free patch. And how it will work.
Don't be scared, boys.
Yeah, don't have, as long as you have a question to the show or the topic, and we're gonna I'll take down your number and you will email saberteamtactical@gmail.com and put in your last 4 of your phone number, because I record it here off the phone, and with your address and name, and I'll drop it in the mail to you. It's all free. And these are some beautiful patches. So the only requirement, and once you get the patch, just take a picture of it and put it on social media. That's all you got to do, and tag us on it, and we'll be good to go. But like I said, like the shows tonight, Rumble has been very gracious to us, and I mean, things are going nuts on Rumble. We love it. Twitch, keep the crazy questions to yourself. We want to welcome you guys on DLive TV and for watching us. And you got any questions over there? We know that's a little bit more serious platform from what I noticed. And shoot the questions. Also, YouTube, stop suppressing the channel. You've been suppressing the channel at about 30, 40 viewers for the last month now.
Mhm.
And
We got more from the ones that we did offset,
mhm.
ones we did out of South River.
Yeah. See, he said the patch looks great. He's got himself a set of patches. He loves them. And but yeah, just like the show. Give us support. It's all free. Also on Rumble, you guys on Rumble, please, when you go to Rumble, go to your search, go to channels, and follow the 2 Alpha Talk channel. And it's few you guys are following it. You guys are following the business page of the Saber team, but we also have our own individual channel. It's called the 2 Alpha Talk. And if you go to the channels and put the name in the search bar, it'll come up, and you guys will be able to follow us. All right. Appreciate that. So the nice subject we're going to talk about is go bag and bug out bag. A lot of people don't realize those two bags they're separate bags. So a lot of people get a go bag and a bug out bag confused. They think it's the same bag, but it's not. They're two different bags. Go bag is a bag that you're going to go from point A to point B. And that's all it's designed to do is to get you from point A to point B. And it's to do nothing else. There's no other support. You may have a few things to support because you may have to hunker down and go to sleep for a little bit, but it's designed to help you fight your way to your home or to wherever you have a meeting place for your family. And so that bag is essential to have firepower in it. And at least it's a 72-hour kit. That's what it is. And it's not even, it's similar to an earthquake kit. It has nothing to do. You're not gonna have any change of clothes in it. So let's talk about your go bag. A lot of people were buying go bags. Go bag is nothing more than a small backpack or a sling bag that you can put with one strap or two straps on your back. And a lot of you guys are going out there buying these camouflage bags and tactical bags from 511. You guys got to stop doing that stuff. They make some excellent bags. However, the color combination will get you in trouble when you travel out of state with these bags, because what's happening, we have noticed in the past, people who are going to out of state with their go bags, and the hotels see you guys bringing these gigantic bags and stuff in. They call the cops because the incident in Vegas, they thinking you guys getting ready to set up a shooting spree, especially you white guys. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you guys get the cops call on you. Then the cops gonna come in, they're gonna search your bags and look through your stuff. They're gonna want your IDs and everything for the report. And then it's gonna be like, why you got all this stuff? You know, if you have anything illegal in one of those states, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? And so I say, get your bag on hey, what's up, my man? And thank you. I said, get your bags from eBay, and they got you can get you some good bags like a diver's bag. You've seen those diver bags that hold the diver tanks and stuff in. Those bags are durable, and they come in blue, orange, yellow. They don't even look like regular bags, and they have big enough straps where you can take those straps and use it as backpack even.
Right.
You know, those are excellent bags, and you can get them for
using something that doesn't have the form of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, you got to stay away from that G.I. Joe stuff. I mean, all these new Call of Duty guys are doing that stuff, but they don't know any better. But for us older,
cool, man. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. But us older guys, we got to stay incognito. So get the bags that don't have OD green, coyote brown, multicam. That's silly, you know. And what's the other? Black, the famous black. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you
saying?
paint it black. It's now tactical.
Right. Then they see that and everybody's like, oh, we know what's in there. And you don't want to give the illusion that you're bringing in firearms into a hotel or you're bringing them into somebody's house.
Mhm.
And because once they see that bag being moved and it looks tactical, the first thing they're going to do is like, when I catch him slipping, I'm going to go get that bag. And it's probably got a gun in there. And
Mhm.
sure enough, it probably is going to have a gun in there.
Right.
So, now, make sure in that bag you're gonna have 72 hours of worth of food. And 72 hours worth of food, you can go and buy these 72-hour food kits that last 25 years, then take them out of the box and just put it inside that bag. Now, the reason I said 72 hours is 3 days, because let's say in the state of Georgia, I live way out. If I have to walk from Atlanta home, it's probably going to take me a day and a half to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so I'm going to need the protein to help do it. 72 hours worth of food is not a lot of food. It's like, I think it's like maybe 6 main meals or something like that. Now, when you in a situation like that, it's no need to start chowing down. You know what I'm saying?
So, are
I
you
mean,
suggesting that people get MRE type packages?
if you want to get plugged up, go ahead. You know
I'm
what I'm
just asking
saying?
because you said
No,
6. You said 6 meals, and you talk
no.
about 3 days.
You
What does that
only
meal look like?
you only need the main meal.
Hmm.
You don't need a breakfast meal. Let's say, all right, let's break it down. Most people are familiar with MREs, right? So if an MRE has a main meal of spaghetti and meatballs,
Right.
that's all you need. It's just that main meal,
Right. But
because
you
you
know
can
that
take
packet is big. That's what I'm saying. That form of
that.
that shape.
Yeah, but it's not
Mhm.
that big though. It's roughly about 8 inches in
Right.
length and
Well,
about 4 inches in width.
talk to them about the bag that they're going to carry and be able to, because you know another source of food would be those bars, those power bars.
Those will work too.
Right. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
the
So,
reason why I say you're going to be not chowing
mhm.
down, because what every 2 hours you can take a bite of food
Right.
and
There you
still
go.
sustain yourself. So you shouldn't sit down and eat a full meal and be wiping your mouth and burping and carrying
So,
on. You
see,
know what I'm saying?
and the reason why I asked you that question is because I've had this conversation with people who are novices. They have no idea what I'm talking
Hmm.
about. And when I tell them MREs, they're waiting for the dessert and they're waiting for
Yeah,
the little crackers that come in there, and
yeah.
maybe or the old guys looking for a cigarette in there. And it's like, no, you want just the main part. So you
Just
may
the
even
main
have
part.
to rip that bag and just take the protein or the entree, as they call it, out.
Right. And it's preferably you don't have any dry goods like crackers
Right.
or anything that's sweet, because sweet burns calories too quick. And so you just have the main protein. But if you have dry goods in there, that means you got to use water to help absorb that
Mhm.
dry goods in your stomach in order to make protein.
Right.
So when we cannibalize, when I was in a 6-man team, when we cannibalized MREs, I only took the main meal out. The whole MRE got tossed,
Mhm.
and that's the only thing I had. Now I would open that MRE, stick a spoon in it, and I would eat that one MRE. That main meal lasted me a whole day because I couldn't carry a lot of food because I had too much equipment. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. And that's what in the bug out bag and the go bag, that's the difference. One of the other differences too, because you're
Hmm.
carrying more food with one than you are with the other.
Right.
And
Right.
that's what a lot of folks don't get it. And everyone doesn't have to have a bug out bag, or everyone doesn't have to even have a
No.
go bag. Because if you live close to home and you think you can make it, you don't need it. But if
Right.
you are at least 30 minutes away, that now turns, especially if you have to walk it or find alternate means of transportation, like a horse,
And
that adds time.
yeah, and well, if you lived on the grid, it would add a 30-minute drive will be about maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah,
But
easy.
in the state of Georgia, because we don't live on grids, it's all
Mhm.
backwoods crap. A 30-minute drive will take you a half a day.
Right. And
You know what I'm
the
saying?
thing people don't realize, that's like unadulterated. that's you just walking. Nobody says anything to you. Everybody's
You
orderly.
yeah,
Everybody's
you're not
friendly.
you're
You
not
don't have to
proposition.
take a detour because you
Yeah,
see a gang of thugs standing on a
right.
bridge and they're not letting anybody pass unless they give up something.
Hmm.
So, and now you got to find another way around it. See, and these are things that you got to take into consideration.
Right, right. Also, too, maybe some of you guys can't live without your medicines. You know, we
Mhm.
got people who are diabetics, take insulin, all this other good stuff. You guys have got to have, if you're are dire where um you need, if you don't take this,
Oh no, you got to be kidding me. Well, I believe he was going to say if you don't take the medicine and you are beholden to medicine, you're going to need it, and you got to find a way to make sure that you have it available to you. So that's another space within that bag. So these bags are going to start to get bigger and bigger, and we try to keep it to a minimum. We try to keep that bag to something that you can carry and not necessarily worry about it. And it's me. I don't know if this is recording still, but I have runaway ship over here. I'm sending them a message now. New system, guys. So if it's still recording, we'll keep it going. As long as we can, we'll keep it rolling. But yeah, so that's one of the things that you have to consider is when in a go bag and the difference between the two of them is just that. Yeah, and water, you got to keep that to a minimum as well. You want to make sure that you have enough water, especially like for example, in your car. You should carry water bottles in your car, say 6 water bottles at all times, and maybe you put them in the doors, right? So that when if you had to go, and even if you had to go quickly, you can grab at least 2 or 3 of them. You may not be able to get all 6, but you at least have 2 or 3 that you can water, like a liter. You need like about a liter in order to sustain you. And maybe if you were able to find a water source, especially a fresh water source, then you can get into that. And yeah, I'll have to find out what happened to Al because I don't have the controls on this side. I have very limited. So give me a pause, boys. I'll be right back. This is crazy. This is first time happening. Thanks, man. It's crazy because we've had we upgraded the system, and I guess it was like, yeah, right. You know, the old system was pretty good, but we upgraded. It got the 1080 full HD. You know, you got to work these kinks out. Yeah, bro. I'm still on, but I have no controls. Oh wow. No, no, sir. Yeah, so I mean, you're being recorded right now because I'm still going. I was to explain to the guys that um, I don't know what happened, and I have limited controls on this side. So I'm okay. So yeah, so Al had a power hit in his part of town. I heard the storm rumbling outside as we started, but I didn't know it was going to. Yeah, big time storm. But we will, you know, I'll keep it rolling. Yep. Yep. Yeah, and one of the things that you also want to pay attention to, and we, you know, it's one of the things that we stand for, is your Second Amendment. And when it comes to firearms, you want to make sure that you carry enough firearms that you can defend yourself, right? So in a shit hit the fan type of situation, you want to be able to, you want a rifle, right? I'm just gonna cut it to that. You want a rifle. Pistols are great, but in this type of situation, especially if you in a light situation, one rifle will do fine, but you want to carry at least 3 to 6 magazines. You know, if you're going out and you're thinking one magazine of 30 rounds is gonna get you, yeah, you know, see, yep, and that's where I'm at right now. WK, pistols and rifles and bags, ammunition. You want ammunition for those rifles and for those pistols. You just can't have like 15 rounds, 15 magazines of 9mm and no rifle magazines. And, and I've seen this, I've seen it where people have pistols, but no rifles. And in a situation like this that we're talking about, you're in a dire situation. You're up against people who you don't know what they may have, and you're trying to get home, or you're trying to get to a location where other people there of like-mindedness. And that's another point that I'm going to branch off to right now. Think about that. Who's in your group? Whether you want to call it a tribe, or you want to call it a squad or a group, whatever, I don't care. Who's in your group? Those people, that's who you make your plans with. But locally, how is it feasible that you can meet up? And I don't mean, we go all like, I have people all over the country. Those people, they can't do me no good. The people who locally, your neighbors, friends within, even like the two of us, Alan, we live almost 30 minutes away from one another, if not 40. So if we